Итак, всем привет, с вами Хоими, и мы продолжаем прохождение игры Divinity Original Sin. У нас все достаточно неплохо, как я думаю. Достаточно неплохо. Не прям хорошо, но неплохо. Мы сейчас быстренько посмотрим, что у нас там творится, потому что я хочу кое-что узнать, ибо я не только один, это плохо. Очень-очень плохо на самом деле. Нам надо будет его сейчас скачать, когда у нас уровень поднимется уровень. И сейчас я хочу на рынок. О, не за город, не за город, не за город. Нет. Рынок. Ой, рынок, где ты? А, блин. Рынок. Господи, так все. Мне нужно на рынок просто. Вот. Сюда. К нашему продавцу животных, чтобы узнать, не ее ли это овца. Что какого хрена, как говорится. Вы идете там, идете. Здесь наконечники.
Freezing, silver, poison? Get to the point.
Ща. А что вообще есть? Серебряный наконечник. Но 100! Ну куда ты такие цены, женщина? Ой, какие цены-то, господи. Дайте шанс на техническую дорогу ваших персонажей вообще все надо. Но 1000 куда? Мне в идеале, конечно, сейчас у тебя, да, пойти сначала к этой. Мне пустые нужны, ну ладно.
Fortunately for you, my home-brewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Нет, мне нужен еще желательно молоточек один. Один молоточек. Жезл земли мне не нужен. Эти у меня и так есть. Ну и кирку давай, чтобы была. Я за это тебе отдам. Что я тебе это отдам? Хрен его знает. О, камень могу отдать. Трабл. Чай будет. Лучше так. Так, 31, 69. Ура! Жезл молоток. Именно. На это, как говорится. И расчет. Во-первых, я сейчас соединю. Вот это вот. Господи, где оно? Вот лучше так. Слиняя в воде. Бутыль с ядом. Не дает, не даст. Да. Ага. Давай так. Все, будет так лучше. Кирку я отдам нашим сильным мира сего. Скажем так, и все, наверное. Если с мукой. А, нет. Угу, понятно. Окей, итак, теперь к тебе.
So, Santas, eh? All right, proper, we're fine. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets... Oh, Oggett, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton, Or even the
Ага.
sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will you? Me little mouldering darling.
Snake, wing of worm,
Погоди,
brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the
Така.
average human, I say.
Frittering away on conversations about decomposing.
Sauce hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite sheep. Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted
Так,
entirely.
а когда...
All that roast.
Что
all
надо
the
делать-то?
Or even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will you? Me little mouldering darling.
Погоди.
Oh, recently...
Стой, может я что-то... Ну это хрен с ним называется. А овца-то
I
моя
wonder
где?
how my dear, sweet Doreen is doing.
А овца-то где? Эй! Эй-эй-эй! Овца-то где?
These
Стоял.
damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
А где? Погоди, а как так? Ага.
I bet Tim Fred's been strung up by his ears by now, the devilish thing.
То есть...
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul
я
of the
просто-
average human, I say.
Потерялась. Окей. Ладно.
I bet Tim Fred's been strung up by his ears by now, the devilish thing.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Я ничего не понимаю, ну ладно.
I could have had a new lamb by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that heifer.
Toe of
Ладно,
snake,
пускай я
wing
не совсем
of
понимаю,
worm,
как это делается, ну
brew 'em,
ладно.
spice 'em, stir and churn.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Ладно, давайте что-нибудь типа... Типа, не знаю. Пойдем к этому, наверное.
Join the Scotch Club if you got an eye.
Человеку. Господи, я вообще потерялась тут немножко. Погоди, а как так? Стой. Нам еще куда? Нам сюда, да. Идете? Идете. Молодцы мои. О, Эсмеральда то еще веселье на самом деле будет. О, господи, серия странная, я знаю, но надо.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Здрасте. А если я пойду сразу к этому? Мать моя. А что происходит? Ладно, давай сначала к Аурею. Да, Аурею.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves, don't interfere with the Legion's
Да
affairs.
мне вообще
You
все равно
hear?
на них. Давай сразу туда об убийстве поговорим.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. He just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you.
Ну, как бы еще насчет трупа, да.
I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hire yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried the sheep, obviously it was him. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
Ладно, ладно, шутка вредный. Это капитан Рэй, который нехотя позволил нам осмотреть место убийства, комнату в таверне Королевский Краб. Этот офицер терпеть не может сказать ли источника, но это не важно. Мы пришли на это преступление, а не заводить друзей. Да, и теперь можно, наверное, к арку сходить. Наверное. Где? А, вот он. Арху, сэр.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
У меня есть немножко вопросов о Сесиле.
And what might those be?
А что можно сделать с нежитью, которая угрожает всему городу?
Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion.
Понятно.
The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust.
Ладно. Похоже, у вас небольшая...
I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct.
Как ты создала эти свои волшебные баллисты?
Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle.
Похоже, у вас небольшие проблемы с орками, да?
You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion they are green-skinned death incarnate. Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl.
Понятно. Ладно, к сожалению, нам особо ничего хорошего не дал. Ты себя, конечно же, мы не будем, мне оно надо, что ли? Ого. Камешек какой большой. Тут больше, нам кажется, ничего не нужно. В принципе, можно топать даже в сторону всего вот этого кипиша. В сторону таверны. Вот это вот она и есть. Ну, пойдем. Да. Не совсем. Почти, блин. Ай, где она? Вот я вещь топографический кретинизм. Это плохо. О, нам сюда, да? Нет, нам не сюда, это дом Сесиля. Вот. Сюда. О, такие стоят, отлично. Мы будем стоять тут вечно.
You there!
О, Господи.
A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero, the whole of
кто хоть?
Seal is abuzz about. The talk of the town, the juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight.
Ну и что ты
No,
хочешь?
scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
Угу. А ты хоть кто?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I changed them.
Раз тебя не беспокоит, что тут разгуливать нежить.
They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the fabulous five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks. Or from cold dead, full stop.
Нет, извини, мне это не интересно от слова совсем.
Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you, Baron.
Котик, то есть, ну, котик, блин.
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back.
Кто ты?
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
Расскажи мне об этом корабле, на который ты плыл.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right beneath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say.
Выжил только ты, да?
So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I had it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind. And in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
Насчет Максим.
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat.
Thank you to leave me be.
Do I seem like this?
She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
Ладно.
By all means.
Хотя... Ладно, котик и так нам все дал. Кошья любовь, окей. Кошья любовь, так, кошья любовь. А тут... О, герцог Феройский. Здрасте.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
Мне сказали удивительные вещи про тебя и Эсмеральду.
Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you, the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder.
Окей. А что тебе известно об убийстве Джейка?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
Ясно, то есть ты тут ни при чем. Жаль. Искренне жаль. Туда мы пока не идем без поступления, там долгий квест. А если я вниз пойду? Что будет? Меня убьет? Нет, нет, нет. Да, мы.
This will is disgusting. The folks in Hunter's Edge make the best whiskey in Rivellon.
Окей.
Folks say it was Esmeralda who killed Councillor Jake, but I didn't see her here the night of the murder. Then
Зачем другие туфли? Ой, может быть. Как я хочу все здесь потырить, но нельзя. Если меня найдут, мне будет хана. Хана. Так что ладно, поднимаюсь пока. Хорошо. Еще второй этаж мы, может, сделаем квест с этим. С тем странным торговцем. Ой, не торговцем, он эльф, кажется.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer.
А вы кто?
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace.
Полагаю, вы странствующая торговка, если так.
That I am. I have spent more of my life on the road, travelling alongside great caravans, than I have in any given place in Rivellon. All of this earth is my home, for a few days or even but a few hours at a time, that is.
Oh.
You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even remotely special to me. All the better that it isn't for you and for me, because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares.
Ну, давай обсудим твои товары.
Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Окей.
The hunters go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million breeder, they'll end it all! End it all!
How gratifying to see you return. You have seen them, have you not? Is anything amiss?
Вот. У вас много товаров, связанных с колдовством. Интересуетесь темными искусствами?
Punch on, perhaps, yes. I have the blood of sorcerers in my veins, and between you and me, the blood of sorcerers too. The power of sorcery is so very
это очень резкое заявление, при том, что я искатель источника, это что-то сильно.
Hunters catch a whiff of my inclinations, they wouldn't hesitate to kill me where I stand.
You should be more careful, madam. I am a hunter, but as luck would have it, I'm not a zealot.
Ну, давай так.
And neither am I. Be advised, though, not to give in to your inclinations.
А то можно огрести так пожизненно.
May not be so forgiving.
Gods have mercy. I talked openly about sorcery in front of a source hunter. What a fool I am. Thank you, oh compassionate soul that you are, to treat me so leniently. I never have and never will really dabble in sorcery. On that you have my word. On my life, I swear it. How gratifying. No need to worry, so that you wouldn't.
Окей. Что нам дали, интересно? Да? Ничего не дали. Вообще ничего, да? Я все-таки попытаюсь. А, то есть никто не видел, да? Пошарить по чужим карманам, войдите в скрытный режим, подберите сюжет в зале, попробуйте его красть. Окей.
By the needles of the million breeder, they'll end it all.
Меня, конечно, все будут осуждать, но если это работает так, то ладно. Если я сделаю так. Пробуй. Тут просрала целую эту.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Ну и чё ты тут?
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador.
Чего?
Play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play.
Что ты хочешь?
A game, yes. A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now, darkness, darling. Hush, hush, and listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavon, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavon no more. All undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no, not until every beast of Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, lady of the last gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazuldagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that would seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen son is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Gazuldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes. By the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last. An infant. She who was to be queen. To no avail. Oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched. And now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a sister of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsucker, give me my revenge!
Окей, не надо так сильно-то.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
Indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet she's on a, let's call him eccentrics, hit list.
Да. Всепрощающий. Но она же реально не виновата. Так, где у нас там дом? Вот их дом. Господа, шевелят своими попами. Молодцы. У нас там... Ну, ладно. Все-таки давайте перед этим я игру закончу, потому что... В смысле, игру закончу? Все, серию закончу, я уже все смешала с кони люди. Потому что, во-первых, Викторию придется убеждать. Во-вторых, это будет целая мини-игра, и надо будет попытаться с этим всем бороться, как говорится. Потому что убивать ее я не хочу. Она хорошая, она ничего плохого не сделала. Такие дела. Итак, подписывайтесь, ставьте комментарии, я оставлю ссылочку на группу в описании. Давайте далее проходить Divinity Original Sin. Спасать Викторию в этом наряде. Господи, женщина, тебе не стыдно, а? Ну ладно. И всем пока.